All right, we got some new Coast Contra. Let's see what these brothers on, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Have you ever been a rich nigga? I got just enough to tell.
Yeah, world. Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus.
And it's your boy, Dom Wannabe.
Yo, and so we're back, man. You know, me and you just reacted, I think, a week ago to Coast Contra. They did a Red Bull freestyle. That was crazy. These dudes are like the most talented dudes in the game right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, some of them. I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it. I can't get enough Coast Contra. I am not mad at this.
And they're
at
young
all.
brothers, and they're just like at the top tier of lyricism. Like, I'm here for it. I want to see it. I want to hear it.
Yeah, it's interesting because, you know, as you'll see, the way that they shot it, it looks like just like iPhone mode.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting artistic choice. Most people watch, you know, on their phones anyway. Yeah. But the first thought that came to my mind is like, it doesn't even matter what type of video they have with it because the lyrics are just so deep that you don't need this flashy video with, you know, chicks shaking their behinds to draw you in because the content of the song, I just know
there's
it's
so
going
much
to be
substance,
so dope that's all you need.
This is facts. Yeah. Ironic. They're sitting around a table, you know, it's just like these brothers are the kings of sitting around a table, but being so dope at rap. All you got to do is throw the lyrics up and people are like, yo, millions of views, platinum. Like, because I always consider 1 million views platinum. That's like the new little platinum.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? If it's organic and real, which theirs is. But anyways, you guys, I'm excited, man. This just dropped today. It's Coast Contra, Contradictions. Fitting Contradictions.
Yes,
so
sir.
Let's see what this is about. It started off kind of slow. I cut it early, you know what I'm saying, because we're about to get into it. Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and comment on all the content, you guys. But if you're really rocking with the vibe, subscribe to the channel. The goal now is to hit 100,000 subs before the end of summer, and we're on our way, you guys. Shout out to all the members in the channel and everyone rocking with us. Let's get it started.
40-year-old
what?
Boys are back in town. 40. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old Boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right, let's bring these fellas up on the screen and take the logo down. Now, shout out to all the members on the channel. We have officially broken 100 members. So we have over 100 members on the channel, so, you know, doing the membership thing. And it's crazy. We have 3 different tiers, but it doesn't even matter. The fact that you're spending your hard-earned money to support the boys, hey, we appreciate y'all. So, yeah, man, appreciate you guys. We're going to keep dropping reactions, podcasts, and original content. Don't forget, you can check out my music on all digital streaming platforms at Black Pegasus. I got a bunch of music videos on the channel. Please help support the original content on top of these reactions. Right now, we're about to react to Coast Contra, Contradictions, the official music video. Let's go. All right, because I know I taught. Normally, I don't like these type of beats. Typically, I like hard boom bap, just but I already love this, and I'm getting more. The more I freestyle and the more that I've gotten older, I like these like jazzy, soulful.
Yeah, it reminds me of almost some like De La Soul.
Yeah,
like, you know,
it's weird, but I didn't like these for the most part growing up because I just like I got to be banging in the whip and but dude, I love this. Like just hearing this sounds.
You know what that means?
Beginning. What? If
you start liking beats like this is the first sign of low testosterone.
This guy,
we need to get you in for some TRT replacement therapy.
Dude.
My guy.
You're a hater. You're a hater.
Jansport. Have you ever been a rich nigga? Nah, not me. I got just enough to tell myself God got me. Chose to take a leap of faith instead of living on the edge. Find comfort knowing God gon' come through in the end. It keep me humble, keep me grounded even when I stumble. Keep me human knowing I need help whenever I'm in trouble. But I'll confess, want shit to change. Want the 88 Benz with grain switching lanes.
Pick up every tab, flying first class on planes. Get my family shit they never had. Buy my wife her first Chanel bag. She think I'm next to be a rich nigga. I believe her biggest fear is I get rich and feel like I no longer need you. I'm scared I won't recognize my blessings. Stop living life within abundance. Tighten my grip on all of my possessions. Should it come with that? The bottom of the fall is that with everything I got, I don't get back to none of y'all. Due to my ambitions, I face contradictions. Maybe I'm just tripping. Lately I've been feeling I want everything to change, but want everything to stay the same. Started with a vision, but it met conditions. God gave me the wisdom to make good decisions, cause I'm welcoming the change. Just hope the best of me can still remain. Truth.
Yo, I just wanted to vibe to that. Let's go back and break it down, because this wasn't like his most ultra metaphorical verse, but he still kept the metaphors in there to keep it like, yo, I'm on top of my pen game, but it's like something you can feel, relate to, and he said some of the realest stuff in that, bro.
Yeah,
like,
and for me, it's like, I don't need every track to just be metaphors galore. Facts. Because what's happening, this is just it's a songwriting, right? You're writing a song, you're making a feeling. It doesn't have to everything be like, oh, did you catch that? Because there's a vibe. And like you said, he's just dropping facts in there, like meaningful bars.
Yeah. There's still a couple gems in there that I was like, oh, that's nice. You know what I mean?
Have you ever been a rich nigga? Nah, not me. I got just enough to tell myself God got me.
Right there, that's so powerful.
Yeah.
Just to be like, because we all focus on the come up and riches. I know I do. I get way wrapped up in trying to like really
push to the next level
and ball out. And then it's like when you get there, he's just said, I got enough, bro. God's got me. And sometimes you need that. Sometimes you just need that to go outside and be like, yo, it's a sunny day. I have my health. My child has her health. My wife is good. Like, God's got me, bro.
Yeah, to appreciate the blessings that you have.
Yeah. And it came in first. I was like, dang, man, it's just a reminder.
And I love what he says in this next, part. He says something about, to take a leap of faith instead of standing on the edge, right? So the whole intro to this is just saying, look, I'm going to have faith in the universe, in a sense, in my opinion, is what he's saying. And then take a leap of faith, which it's like.
That's because he's an atheist, y'all. I will say God. You know what I'm saying? But okay, keep going.
You're going to hate. You're just going to hate.
This agnostic.
But for instance, it's like any time that you do something new, like when we started the podcast, I hadn't been in front of the camera, in forever. So there's those little worries that I have. I'm going to look stupid, whatever. But it's like just taking that little leap of faith instead of just sitting there on the edge being like, oh, I want to do this.
Yeah, facts.
Chose to take a leap of faith instead of living on the edge. Find comfort knowing God gon' come through in the end. It keep me humble, keep me grounded even when I stumble. Keep me human knowing I need help whenever I'm in trouble. But I'll confess, want shit to change. Want the 88 Benz with grain switching lanes. Pick up every tab, flying first class on planes. Get my family shit they never had. Buy my wife her first Chanel bag. She think I'm next to be a rich nigga. I believe her biggest fear is I get rich and feel like I no longer need you. I'm scared I won't recognize my blessings.
I appreciate those bars, everything in there. Because, a lot of times you'll hear people rap and it's about like stunting on other people, which I understand that allure too. All the people that doubted you or made fun of you and you just want to stunt. But the thing that really drives me is what he's speaking about right there. It's like, it's having money just to be able to provide the things that you didn't have, and I work hard just so I can do those things. Like, we didn't really get to go on vacation a lot when I was a kid. So that's why I work hard, so I can provide my son those things.
Yeah. I just appreciate
that I didn't have.
I just appreciate that they put God in the music. And I'm not titling God because they might have a different belief than me, but there's something about our society that wants to be godless and put all these things in the back for some young brothers like this to come out and be at the highest form of lyrical ability and put substance in the music and put God in their music is so incredible to me. And that's not on no corny stuff. That's just on some like, there's something bigger than me out here, and to acknowledge that instead of being like, oh, I am the science. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree. I mean, he's making fun of me because I'm atheist. Whatever.
I was joking around because
I know you're joking.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to say. I know you're joking, but for real, one of the things that I appreciated about Coast Contra is that they're talking about God, because I do believe in a higher power, right?
Yeah.
And I do believe that what they're saying, like, as I've grown older, one of the biggest mistakes that I think I made in my youth was not being willing to humble myself. And that's what I think is wonderful about this, is that at a certain point, you do have to humble yourself.
Yeah.
And you do have to like give in to certain things, because life's going to take you in directions.
Yeah.
So your choice is to be like, no, just resist it, or humble yourself and say that, you know, there is a plan, there is something higher that I'm serving, whatever that means.
Yep.
And that is deep. And that's why I appreciate them as well. I love the fact that they talk about that, because there's so much of that missing from a lot of music.
Facts.
Stop living life within abundance. Tighten my grip on all of my possessions. Should it come with that? The bottom of the fall is that with everything I got, I don't give back to none of y'all. Due to my ambitions, I face contradictions. Maybe I'm just tripping. Lately I've been feeling I want everything to change, but want everything to stay the same. Started with a vision, but it met conditions. God gave me the wisdom to make good decisions, cause I'm welcoming the change. Just hope the best of me could still remain. Truth, I've been fucking bitches, dreaming of goddesses. I fear commitment. I think my problem is I don't wanna lose, don't wanna fail. Make it hard to choose, make it hard to tell who really minds. Is there someone better? Always someone better. I can search forever, I may find you never. I fear that, pray God hear that. Trying to steer clear that, make it right then right again. Spit then right again. Music love me, I love music. Where would you fit in? Would you tell me leave when it's time to go? Or would you tell me stay, knowing what my purpose holds? That's a perfect hole, that's the perfect trap. Feeling so in love, but yet your love can hold me back. Hold you in my arms as resentment forms, and that shit the norm, but I can't cope with that. So I've been fucking bitches, dreaming of goddesses. I fear commitment. We know my problem is I don't wanna lose, don't wanna fail. Make it hard to choose, make it hard to tell. My parents' love, that's hard to find. It didn't work, now my father time. My mother's nature, that shit in my nature. If it never work, I stick to work and I'll be fine. Love been on my brain, something to attain. I want everything to change and yet stay the same.
That's crazy. That's a deep verse, because I think it just depends on, you know, if you were, because like what I'm finding out is a lot of dudes don't get to, you know, date a lot of women or whatever. But he was just like, you know, I've been messing with a gang of chicks trying to find the goddess, you know, but at the same time, he's just having that self-dialogue of his fear of love not germinating and all that stuff. It was crazy the way he said with his parents, it didn't work out. Now all I have is father time and mother nature. It's in my nature. I was like, this dude's going crazy.
I mean, yeah, that whole verse was deep. You know, we both get into like red pill stuff, relationship, you know, commentary. I've gone through, you know, a bunch of relationship struggles recently that makes me evaluate my relationships. One of the things that I appreciate about this is that, you know, in this modern era, one of the problems is that you have all these apps that you can swipe at your fingertips. And that's what he was speaking about, is that, you know, at the beginning of the verse is like, are you the right one? Essentially, is there someone else? And, you know, that's the issue, right?
He said, I could search forever.
Exactly. And it's like, even before all that was a problem, right? But I just think that's, you know, there's a lot to that verse, but that stood out to me and it resonated with me because of the fact that at a certain point, you just have to make a choice and say that I'm going to be with this person and make it work, or you'll be forever searching.
This is facts. And it's crazy because there's a lot of wordplay and there's a few punchlines and metaphors in there we could examine. But I just wanted to get the key out of that one because it was like right there for you to grab. And it was just interesting. Like it's weird because I can relate to that verse so much because I was a player, a ladies' man, a playboy, you know, and now I'm married. I'm faithful to my wife. I have a daughter. And it's really interesting because I struggled with that so long. It took me forever to like propose. Like I was just, you know, I
was in the same boat.
But that chapter is closed, and it's so cool hearing him speak from that because I'm at this new chapter that I'm actually happy and proud of. And it's so cool just to go back and look at it in this format because I can just really relate to that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the next.
As I look into the night sky, staring at God freckles, I wonder who.
Bro, that's epic. That is an amazing picture.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Golly, it's so simple. It's right under my nose the whole time. And it's just like, bro.
Like your freckles.
Bro. Staring at God's
And
freckles.
yet stay the same.
That's crazy.
As I look into the night sky, staring at God freckles, I wonder who I am if I'm really him in a vessel. Ask him if I'll make it, he answered back with a bar. There's enough space for everybody be a star. Under Murphy's Law, if it can, it'll go wrong. I wonder if that's true, if it is, I should be gone. Coming from where I'm from, we don't really make it this far. So before I'm called, let me get this off. I just gotta say, thank you. For the times I felt I was worthless, would question if life was worth it. I know that nobody's perfect, but damn, is this even working? You came and gave me a purpose and taught me to have discernment. Let wisdom stand by my side. Temperance always guide myself to my inner child, a place where I feel divine. You put me inside a tribe on a quest to save many lives. Bless me up with a bride, so allow me to take this time to simply say thank you. I can't believe you my partner, you really do solve my problems. We laugh like we Gina Martin. I have to give you your flowers and always tend to your garden. You really should thank my father. I wanna say thank you. While you alive and can't hear the song, I'm sorry that mommy gone. I'm sorry I'm far from home. I'm hurt that you all alone. Promise it won't be long. I know you strong. Since the day I was born, been teaching me right from wrong. Now I'm 3,000 miles away and I'm on my own. Some people just complain, me I just catch a plane. Dang, I want everything to change, but yet stay the same.
That verse was crazy. It's like weird because they just keep, all the verses just keep going up.
Yes.
There was a lot there. He actually threw in a little more metaphors in his verse too.
Wordplay.
But the God Freckles joint just took me off guard because I'm like, that's such a beautiful, it's so quick. It's just like.
Well, it's poetic. That's the thing, is that sometimes I think when, you go for the metaphors, I don't want to say you lose the poetic, but right. Sometimes you go so deep in on the metaphors that something that's like just simple and, descriptive like that can be just as impactful as an real metaphor because of its like simplicity and the poetic nature of it.
So at the beginning, he said, God's freckles, I wonder who I am. Am I really
him in a vessel?
In a vessel. But then he said, asked him if I'll make it. He answered with a bar. There's enough space for everybody to be a star. That just gave me goosebumps. It just gave me goosebumps because it connected everything. And I was just like, let's go. This is just dope, man. This is full of substance, creativity, but it's at a very high level. It's written at some of the highest levels you can write rhymes.
And one of the things that I really appreciate this is he stopped to say a thank you to his father while I have the opportunity, and then goes on to say that his mother passed. Mm-hmm. And something that I took on, several years back, but it was missing from my life, was the act of saying thank you and I love you to the people that are around me, because it's such a taken for granted. You know what I mean? You'll get in a little argument with your brother or your mom, and then you just let that fester. And then before you know it, it's like, bam. Yeah. You're in the back of my mind. Like one day, I'll say I love you, or one day I'll make up for that fight. And then that day may never come.
The other thing is he said, kind of talking about believing in Murphy's Law, because he's like, how did I make it this far? Yeah. I'm like, that's just hard. I want to just kind of skim through it because we kind of are going ham right now, and I want to get through this whole joint. But he said something, he put Tribe Called Quest in here. He's like, I'm on a quest, but Tribe. And I was like, yo, that's wild.
That's why I feel divine. You put me inside a tribe on a quest to save many lives. Bless me up with a bride, so allow me to take this time to simply say thank you. I can't believe you my partner, you really do.
So it sounds like he gave his mom, dad, and his wifey a shout out in his verse. And I just enjoyed that, man. He really put that together well. But we're going to get into this next joint, and let's keep this moving. This is dope. You guys, we're reacting to Contra, Contradictions. Bro, these brothers are on fire. Support these dudes, man. Check out their channel. Support these brothers, man.
Share it with somebody.
Dang, I want everything to change, but yet stay the same.
So I pray I never see the day I'll say I used to know her. You held me down when I was low before the coast blowed up. Before they put my name in lights, before we went up on the price. I knew you always treasured my love. Even when my pockets was tight, I never cared about the finer things. Just wanted you that night you had that accident. I almost died too. I don't want the world if I'm gonna lose what I got. I wasn't born with a lie. I hope my family don't change. I hope y'all treat me the same. I hope my real ones still love me. If I fall off today, I hope y'all still see the kid from the village say hey. While paparazzi blocking every route, they all know my face. Don't want attention, just billions of dollars to renovate the slums in every third world country that don't really get named. I know the pain, I'm not ashamed to make me who I am today. There's not a thing that I would change if I could have this shit my way. The only things I would have changed is being broke, losing hope, feeling anxious of failing myself when I can't write a quote. Stressing for hours trying to start with the right vowel and flow. The fact my people been broke for as long. I can recall the fact I can't see my brother or hug my grandma anymore. I know heaven ain't far. I close my eyes and see it close. Wish I could take all of the pain away my mama endured. She was so pure, born into a world that poisoned her heart. I was the cure for young Milena who wanted more out of life than what a daily novella. Shows on TV but comparing lives don't make it better. I know you need me but our situation gon' get better. I realize my life won't change if I don't do the same. Shit, I want everything to change but yet stay the same. I want everything to change but yet stay the same.
Dude, he snapped on his verse too.
Yeah. He had that moment where he was talking about getting frustrated writing. And it just made me think, you know, there's so much work that goes into doing anything artistic, whatever that is, or even starting your own business, whatever that is. Anybody who knows, who's gone that route, knows that there's just those moments where you start wondering, like, is any of this worth it? You know, like, because you have, it's a lot of off days to get to the good days.
Yep.
You know, most of the work is like garbage. You know what I mean? The writing, you know, even like when we're with our freestyles, I'll speak for myself. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I look at, I'm like, man, this is trash. And then these little moments where I feel like I did good. And that's just life in general. Like, it's, you know.
Yeah, I think that's.
No. And then you get that yes.
That's very relatable to writers in general, because I think any writer is like, every time you sit down, if you're passionate about what you do, you want to create a masterpiece. And he's like, every vowel, every da-da-da, it's like, dang, bro. And then, you know, he's talking about his life struggle. And I like this because now overall, after hearing his verse, it's simple. Contradictions is that we want change. We want the come up, but we don't want to change. Like, we don't want to become evil because of that change. You know, we want the change, but we want things to be the same. It's like, we want the health, we want the love, we want the friends, but we want the come up. We want the money. We want to change, you know, we want our lives to change, but it's like, and it's like, it's interesting they say this because this is a valid question. When you change in those aspects, sometimes a lot of things around you change.
Absolutely.
And it's funny because, you know, they're saying these things, and I think it's, I don't know if the word's rhetorical, because I'm just going to keep it real. In my opinion, once you change, your surroundings change. It's inevitable. And I think this is a reflective song, like, dang, it's happening. It's happening, you guys. And this is what I wish for.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is, like, I think about my life, bro. And I think about you knew Chill, Matt, like all my aces, bro. But because of where life has taken us all, it's like, who do you see around me? And not that I don't welcome them with open arms and like, yo, come hang.
But that's exactly what I think they're talking about, though, is that it's like an appreciation of this moment and actually loving the life that you have. So like when you're talking about, you know, the homies, right? I remember hanging out with them and just having, you know, laugh fest till 3 a.m, just clowning, talking about women, you know, clowning on each other, right? And so you say, I want things to change, but then you don't want that to change. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what I feel like they're kind of talking about, is that, you know, even though I want these changes, I don't want it to change because I appreciate, you know, what is happening right now and the people in my life, and I don't want that to change.
Yeah. The other thing is there's something about this video. They're in the light. Like the light is shining in the room. The colors are very, I don't know what the colors represent, but it's just, they're like pastels. There's something soothing here. And like I said, I just feel very reflective, like, you know, hey, it's happening. And the song is Contradictions because they know this is a contradiction. They know that once your life changes, your surroundings change. And
I like this version of Coast. I want to see more of this. I would love to see more of this writing that's like more of the kind of like poetic storytelling, you know, sharing aspects of their life. Just because I think as an artist, it's like, you know, they have so much talent that they're, you know, the possibilities are endless with them.
Yep.
So just like keeping it in the box of like hard metaphors, like I would love that too. Right. But when I see the level of talent, I'm like, they could literally do anything. They could, you know, write any type of song. And, you know, I just want to see their success.
I'm excited to see so when I think of these brothers, right, I know they can do it on their own, but I would love to hear like this type of joint with an Erykah Badu hook or Lauryn Hill or, you know.
That's exactly what I was thinking is like, you know, getting some other artists involved so that they can
be good, man. They
go even bigger and maybe hit a bigger audience. Because ultimately, one of the things I love about them is the fact that they have that positive message that you don't hear in a lot of hip hop that's out these days, if we're really being honest.
Man, I love it, bro. I'll support these dudes for a long time to come. Anyways, you guys,
right, we've talked enough. We have talked too much.
Let us know let us know what you felt about this joint. Let us know in the comments, in the chat. Don't forget to like, share all the content, but most importantly, subscribe. Trying to get to that 100,000 subs before the end of this summer, and we on the way, y'all. So this is Coast Contra Contradictions. I loved it. You guys, let me know if you were vibing with it, if you weren't, and we about to ride off into the sunset. You know what it is, y'all. 40.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ boy.